Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Oka Love Light. Y'all know how we do. We're gonna hop right on into it. Y'all, I wanted to show y'all this. My son had brought me another coffee maker. Y'all know I like instant coffee, so he got me one where I can use my instant coffee and he can use the K-cups. Isn't that so nice? Like, I just love it all. So you just pop it on in there, right? And so on this one, you just push the ounces. I'm just using 6 ounces regular. You can make it strong if you want. It comes out thick, but it is the perfect consistency once you put your cream in it. It's so good. I'm so excited about this. It's so good, y'all.
Are your arms wide enough to hold my oceans inside them? Is your heart warm enough? 'Cause it's cold and I need your love. There's no one who holds me like you, no one who can melt this pain. There's no one who sees me like you, or makes me smile this way.
Now, those who have been here, you know I like pepper jack cheese, but I did not have any more. So I only had this yellow cheese, and I did not like it because I'm so used to eating pepper jack cheese with it, but it was still good. Don't get it twisted. It was still good. I just wish I had pepper jack.
You don't know how much you mean to me. You don't know just how you set me free. Say you don't know how much you mean to me. Everyone's guessing at life.
Alright, y'all, so normally I would spray my ring and I would spray the pan. I did not. I just used a napkin and wiped some avocado all around it. But y'all, I'm going to have to go back to spraying it because look, it is getting stuck. Like,
Your love is sure enough to find me. Everyone's trying to survive. It's you I'm running to for freedom. There's no one who holds me like you, no one who can melt this pain. There's no one who sees me like you do, who makes me smile this way. You don't know how much you mean to me.
Alright, you guys, so for lunch, we are just going to build us a salad. I'm just going to chop up some tricolor peppers, a little bit of onion, and then we're going to air fry some chicken. We're going to season our chicken like with an all-purpose seasoning. We're going to be using Cajun seasoning, Italian seasoning, parsley, onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. And then we are going to pop that in the air fryer for about maybe like 20 minutes on 400, or you can do 375 for about 22 minutes. It all depends on how you like your chicken. And we are going to add our spring mix to the bowl and just going to season that with garlic powder and Italian seasoning. And then we're going to build our salad.
They tell me that I'm wasting time. Tell me something I don't know. You left fingerprints across my mind. I try covering them, but they still show. If I had a choice in whether or not, I'd be moved on from you by now.
Now, y'all, instead of me adding shredded cheese, I have gotten used to adding feta cheese, and I actually really like feta cheese. And this salad always tastes so good. I did add a little bit of tomatoes in this one. So for our salad, the reason why I believe it's so good because I use Thousand Island dressing, which got a hint of sweetness to it. But you have the onion, you have the sweet peppers, and then you have the feta, which got like a little bit of salty taste. So I feel like we hitting all of our taste buds except for the bitterness. I'm not like a bitter person, but the spring mix also have a little bit of bitter because of the type of lettuce that's in there. So it's really, really good, y'all. This salad is always a win, always. And I just actually boiled the egg and cut it in half. I gave one of my girls the other half, but this is what it looks like. This was so good. All right, you guys, so moving on to dinner, we are just going to cut us up a piece of salmon, however you want to pronounce it. We're going to add some shrimp to the pan. We're going to season everything with Cajun seasoning, Old Bay seasoning, parsley, and Italian seasoning. Once we cook this, we're going to add some chopped up garlic to the pan so we can get that sauteed in it with like a half a tablespoon of butter. Now, normally, y'all know I like to cook my salmon inside of the air fryer, but today I am cooking it on the stove because I don't know why I decided to cook it on the stove, but either way, I know why, because I was cooking the shrimp with it. So that's why. So once we flip our little fillets over, we are going to season that side as well. We're going to take the shrimp out so the shrimp don't overcook, because I know y'all have a thing about shrimp overcooking. Now for me, I don't care because I like seafood, so it doesn't matter to me. Now, the only thing I don't like overcooked is scallops. I want my scallops to be chewy and hard. I love scallops when they are cooked perfectly. They're so, so good. As you can see, this is the little sauce that we are creating. We're just going to add some seasoning to it, which is the same seasoning that we put on our salmon. Just, we're going to add garlic powder to it. It gave it a little darker color, but this was so good on top of it. I promise you, that was so good. And this was a lot, you guys. I gave one of my girls half of it because once I chopped up the salmon and mixed it all together because I wanted them little juice bits to be in there, this was so much freaking food. But it was so good. Like, I just chopped it up so all of that sauce could get on top of the cauliflower rice and mix in the broccoli. It was so delicious, you guys. It was so good. I tell you, it still amazed me that when I eat like this, like, you can get so full and there's no starch in this. It's just veggies. Veggies and protein. All right, you guys, so today was 1,479 calories and it was 16 net carbs. Total carbs 21 grams. Let's move right on into the next day. Look at you guys getting 2 days worth of meals. Y'all already know what I'm getting ready to do right here because you've seen one of my breakfasts at the beginning of the video. I'm just going to go ahead and bypass. This is just for your visual entertainment. Because y'all already know how I'm going to make this breakfast. But this, y'all, I'm not exaggerating when I say this breakfast right here is so freaking good. And I had me a cup of coffee with it. This was just a nice, slow morning. Oh, so good. All right, you guys. So for here, remember I said I didn't want to use the spray, but I was thinking like I was going to have to go back to it. So I said what I'm going to do is oil my pan with a little bit of butter and then take a napkin and wipe some butter around the egg ring and see how that works out today. Because I really don't want to use that spray. So I was just trying to find like a different way to do it. And this worked out perfectly. So this is going to be my new regimen of how to cook this egg. I don't know what it is about these round eggs. They are like my favorite. I don't know. I'm just on a kick. I eat the same breakfast sometimes, but I do it different ways. Like I'll make an egg scramble or I'll make a fried egg with some sausages or some bacon or stuff like that. But I have been eating this same breakfast, y'all, for I don't even know, like weeks. I love it. It's so easy and you be so satisfied, but you don't be overstuffed. Like this is the perfect breakfast and this lasts. I don't have to eat lunch until around about 2 o'clock or like 3 o'clock. This lasts all day long. It's so freaking good. All right, you guys, so for lunch, this is kind of going to be a different lunch. I am just going to put these cheddar breads in the air fryer. Y'all, if y'all have not gotten these from Aldi's, these are so good. As you can see, one sausage is 210 calories and it's 3 net carbs. I am going to be eating 2. Yes, and for me, I just made some little slits in it just to make it look good once it get all nice and crispy and like burnt a little bit. I like my sausages like burnt a little bit. I know some people might not like that, but I'll show you guys. They are so good. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to chop up an onion because what I do, I put like a little bit of mustard sauce on the side and I'll cut the sausages up and dip them in mustard and then let the mustard kind of like grab onto the onion and I'll eat it as a bite like that. Because if I was eating like a hot dog or sausage on a bun, like at a cookout or something, that's what I would do. I'm also going to chop up some pepper jack cheese, and I'm going to add some pepperoni to it. So this is going to be kind of like a light lunch, but it's really, really filling because it's a lot of protein. And then you have this cheese to kind of replace that starchy feel. So this was a really good lunch, y'all. I was so excited that I made this. It's like maybe like an adult lunchable, but not really, because I added the sausages and the onions. But this was really delicious. It was easy, it was quick, it was filling because of all the protein, and it was like easy cleanup, easy peasy. So I put the sausages in the air fryer on 400 degrees for about maybe 7 minutes, but I keep checking it in between because I like mine to have a crisp on it. Y'all will see it. And these are my little sparkling waters that I get from Dollar Tree. 4 comes in the pack, y'all, and they're so good. They're really good. If you like LaCrosse or Olipop, this is what you want. It's sort of like a light flavored water, but it still gives you that burn of a soda. See, this is what it looks like. Now, normally a normal person would take it out right now and eat it. I want mine to be a little dark.
But it's time to say goodbye.
All right, you guys, moving on to dinner. We are just going to cut us up about 4 chicken tenders, and then we're going to put them in a bowl so we can season them. We're going to season them with Cajun seasoning, paprika, and an all-purpose seasoning. All right, you guys, once we have everything chopped up, we are going to put all of this in a pan with about 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. Now, this serving that I am making is enough for 4 to 5 servings. Okay, so right now, look, it don't look like. Right now, you might be like, well, you get about maybe like 3. No, you can actually get 5 servings out of this. You're gonna see. Just keep on watching. You're gonna see. Once we put everything in the pan, we're gonna let that cook down well, and it smells so good up in here, y'all. So good. Alright, you guys, so once my chicken is halfway through, I start to break them in half because you saw how big I cut the pieces. So this gives you much more chicken and is actually better bite sizes. Alright, so here is where the good part coming at. You are going to use about 3/4 cup to a cup of chicken stock, right, which only has 1 carb in it. And then we are going to put about 5 to 6 tablespoons of that cream of chicken. Don't worry about the carbs. We got this. Don't even worry about it. I'm going to tally it all up for you so you can see.
I can taste something bitter in the sweetness. There's an aching in my lungs 'cause I'm not breathing. I break myself to pieces, test my patience, craving just a little validation. When will I start feeling like I'm good enough for you? Only happy if you're happy for me. Dying every second you ignore me. Now all my self-worth depends on you.
You guys, when I put this inside of my Carb Manager app, I also put 1 cup of the cream of chicken soup. I don't mind it tallying up more in the Carb Manager app as long as I know I'm not eating more. Alright, you guys, so that whole pan was 1,056 calories and 17 carbs. If you split this into 4, it would be about 264 calories and it would be 4.2 carbs. So I just rounded up to 5 carbs, and the closest that I could get was 292 calories. Alright, you guys, so today was 1,521 calories, 22 carbs, and total carbs it was 25 grams. Now don't forget we added extra calories because I just put 1 cup of cream of chicken, so it really wasn't 1521. But like I said, I don't mind it showing that it was more, just as long as I know I didn't eat more. All right, you guys, so that is going to be the end of this video. If you are new here and you stayed this long, please consider subscribing. You know what? You have to subscribe. You stayed this whole video. If you don't subscribe, I would think something's wrong with you. And to my OGs who keep coming back, thank you so much for your love and support. I thank you guys for joining me. I thank you for sharing this space with me. And as always, I thank you for watching.